Hello, and welcome into this Sunday edition of Jacoby News, featuring all things Europe. Starting off, we have a very interesting guest from the Italian Renaissance, Michelangelo. Stuart Berman was there for the exclusive interview last night. Here's how it went.
Hello, it's Stuart Berman here with Michelangelo on YNN. Hey Mike, how's life going?
Well, the Renaissance has had a lot of changes with art, but I feel like I've done a good job staying with it.
So what are your thoughts on chiaroscuro and other innovations of Renaissance art?
Well, they have certainly improved my works in the Sistine Chapel.
What's your opinion on this new wave of thinking?
I love it. I think it has extreme value to our community, as well as opportunities it brings to express my ideas through art.
I see where you're coming from. I'm happy for you, man. How's your painting the Sistine Chapel going?
I'm having fun, but it's backbreaking work, and I've experienced some resistance from Pope Leo X. Some people just don't get it.
I feel you, Mikey. Well, that's all the time we have for today, but we'll be back next week with an exclusive interview with Machiavelli.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So as we can see here, as we just talked about, we have some artwork right over there, right in the wilderness of Italy, in Renaissance time period.
Thanks for that, Stuart. A truly fascinating character he is. Next up, it is time for our daily weather report. Let's send it out to my report from earlier today. I also have some breaking news to report.
I am out on the scene of beautiful Wittenberg, Saxony, part of the Holy Roman Empire. The weather here is beautiful for early November, as there are sunny skies with highs of 22 degrees Celsius and no winds or clouds to be found. However, the air is still extremely tense, as something incredible has happened. I'm exclusively reporting that Martin Luther has nailed a document to the local church's door, expressing 95 ways in which he believes the church is wrong and corrupt. Luther cites ideas such as the selling of indulgences and the inability of the church to focus on faith and pure prayer. These so-called 95 Theses are groundbreaking, as no one has ever really publicly criticized the Catholic Church in such a way. It has generally been considered throughout modern history that the Church is the supreme religious identity, and it cannot be questioned or criticized. However, Luther has completely redefined this standard, and it is unclear as to what the effects will be. Will the Church listen and indeed become reformed? Will Luther be punished? Or, and this is perhaps the most scary of outcomes, will a new sect of Christianity with these ideas be formed, sparking divisiveness and controversy? We will have to wait and see, but as for now, let's send it back to the deck.
Wow, what a storyline. We'll have to see how that one develops. Well, now it's time for some more breaking news. This next one is a story about German unification. Matt Jasson has been on the scene this past week, and here's what he found.
We received word that a man by the name of Otto von Bismarck has seized control of all German states to unify into a single entity, the German Empire. Through the use of the strong Prussian military, Bismarck has taken over many parts of Central Europe from the Germans. The Danes, French, and Austrians have felt the full force of the Prussian military, and have all lost significant territory. Schleswig-Holstein has been annexed from the north from Denmark, Alsace-Lorraine from France, and parts of Austria to unify a so-called Greater Germany. We have live footage of the war-torn battlefield in Alsace-Lorraine in France.
That one will certainly shake up Europe. And finally today, your sports report with your favorite sportscaster, Bobby Buckman.
Germany, after the defeat in last season, has signed Italy. They were the front runners to sign this fascist state because they were the best fit with their Mussolini-style defense. But even this was not enough to stop the powerful offense of the Allies and Eisenhower's game strategy. And after round one, the Allies take a 1-0 lead in Normandy. The Axis powers look like they're going to have their work cut out for them and have a tough time winning this series, especially with their next matches scheduled in the Ardennes and Berlin. But even with this home field advantage, the Axis powers are expected to get swept by the Allies in this series. Now we will cut to game recap and highlights of yesterday's action.
Here we see a U.S. soldier actually loading up a mortar. These are typically used in long-range battles for high explosives. We're going to see him shoot it off right now. Clear! That shell is going, and it's gone! Oof. And after taking that hit, he's questionable to return for next season.
And that does it for today's edition of Jacoby News. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.